Uh, yeah. Yeah.
Two.
Back for round two. We got some Mill versus Brian Williams. Tyler Goshert piloting Mill here. Haven't seen Mill in a while. He can definitely do the thing. He did not lead with a crab, and that's
Which means
problematic.
this is an unkeepable mill hand.
Yeah, I mean, you always lead with a crab.
Gotta criticize you right off the bat, Tyler. What are you doing? You kept the surgical extraction, no way to mill your opponent hand? Ugh.
You gotta have crabs. You gotta have crabs if you're playing Mill.
That's the secret to mill is crabs.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's like the most.
You gotta
so there's no secret, really.
Yeah, you just have a bad hand, dude. This is a bad hand. This is what bad hands look like.
Need the crab.
But you know what? He could still get there because Brian doesn't put a lot of pressure on.
No, not a lot. And things could line up really well.
Tyler has enough removal to slow him down.
Get rid of that Satoru and shut down his card advantage. Be good. All right. What are Brian's turn twos here? Just Dalthy? Doesn't seem like he has a lot of turn twos. Well, Satoru, obviously.
Yeah, that's his main dude. I think Douthie's might have been out of the board. I don't even know.
Probably. Most likely. Did Tyler had a fatal push?
Tell you what, though, drawing extra cards is not going to help you much in this matchup.
No. You just need to kill him.
He does have a fatal push, so that'll be a thing that'll be happening.
Okay, cool. And he's going to get the Surveil here. I think that's the Surveil.
Unless he just wants him to draw extra cards, which I mean, I guess is
generally,
also a thing.
You don't want to do that. Let's push this guy. After you Surveil. It's not a Surveil? Okay, it is a Surveil. Yeah, that's what those are there for. Now push this guy. Push him. Yeah.
You can two for one yourself right now to
draw a card.
I know you want to. I know you want to.
Discard 2, draw 1.
Crab.
Fetch land. There we go.
Oh, not a fetch land.
No, I mean, it will be next turn. It's the Field of Ruin. Or Demolition. Whichever one. One of the two. So that is going to mean some milling later. So the one thing I'll say for Tyler that I've seen...
This is again, Brian's got the Reanimate deck. And again, he's playing against this like main deck graveyard hate shit. He's got surgical extraction over there.
I will say, and this is no slight to you, Tyler, if you do listen back to this, you get a little jumpy with your surgicals. We've played in the past.
He's already doing better than Isaiah did. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
He had surgical a charming prince of mine in a game that we played.
People
don't get too jumpy with your surgicals. Be patient.
You know what it is, John? It's people are jumpy with their magic cards. Like, people just can't stand the thought of doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know, or like if the board state is a standstill, people like force the attack.
Yeah.
And it's or it's a bad attack.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
you gotta be patient.
You do. You gotta be patient. Wait for your moment.
That's a harken back to Gary Benoit that counterspelled my Renegade map years ago.
And then he was like, "How do I not have any counter spells left?"
Well,
because you countered a land earlier.
All right, so Teferi is getting stuck by Brian here, which is and bouncing the crab. Okay,
Brian draws a card, which he's okay with that.
Yeah, that's not bad. You instant. Oh, he's cycling. That's the when you cycle, they mill. I like that.
Mill
card.
or is it exile?
It's mill.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's mill 4. Okay.
Yeah. I don't hate that at all. I actually dig that card in mill. I don't think that many of them play it. All right, here's Drown. Drown does not
very bad.
Get rid of the Teferi.
All right, crab. Then we'll play a land.
Yep. We're gonna get a trigger there.
Trigger.
And I would totally field one of these cards too if he has no other action just to get it going. Because you're not he's got a Visions of Beyond, which will fire, I think, if he gets another trigger on this crab. Go ahead and field. Get a land. No. Because you can't do that at instant speed. So what are you doing?
I mean, he can field.
You can field, but not Visions of Beyond. Yeah, I'm pretty. I think I don't know the counts, but I think he could have fielded, blown up the land, got another trigger, milled 3, then that would have turned Visions of Beyond into draw 3.
Gotcha. I don't know how many cards are in the graveyard, but I trust you.
I feel like that would have been the case.
Oh, Brian taking yet another card out of his library.
Uh-oh. You got to call your...
If he uses that fetch land, that'll just be another card out of his library. I'll tell you what, man. When I play Mill, I use my fetches right away. I don't fuck around because you might run out of those bitches if you don't.
Well, the thing is, though, it gets scary with Mill because they might have archive traps, so then you can play it. Then you might have to play a little dance.
I don't care. I will not play around archive trap. It's impossible to play around archive trap. Don't even try.
It's not impossible if you have Urborg.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, then you're not actually playing around.
But yeah, no. Yeah, there's no point in playing around it for sure.
Yeah,
they'll get to it eventually anyway. If you're playing around it, they'll get to 5 mana. So, all right. Yeah, no archive trap here. I think Brian's considering it. All right, this Visions of Beyond will draw him 3 cards next turn. He's searching a lot.
My sideboard plan when I was playing a lot of Control and Blue Black Mill was very popular. Was I put a one of the. I mean,
that's the thing to do.
The take an extra turn spell.
Yeah.
Nexus.
Yeah.
Nexus, because it just like whenever it would be put in your grave from anywhere, you just put it back on top, and so like as long as you get like one living dude or one living win condition. You get to 7 mana and you just win the game.
That's what's funny about Mill and Mill players is like that's their kryptonite. And so they have the answer to kryptonite and surgical and extirpate, but they never use it for that.
Right? Well, the thing is,
they never use it for that.
It doesn't work for Nexus.
For Nexus specifically?
Because it never hits the graveyard. It says if it would be put into a graveyard, put it on top instead, or put it on the bottom instead.
I think it shuffles, but it does the instead. It's
it shuffles. It shuffles, but the thing is, if they...
It's the replacement effect. Yeah, it never actually hits.
They can never mill you. You can just take an extra turn. And then take an extra turn. You can just take... As long as you have a dude that's alive or something to win, then you can just take infinite turns at the end.
For sure. No, I mean, and that's like... That just shuts it down. So, sorry. All right, I think that was a Thoughtseize he just drew. I'm going to take a look here, see what Brian's working with.
Yeah, let's see your cards. I want to make sure that you actually have cards that I need to be playing around. I have a feeling that...
Crypticoat's a good take there for Tyler. I like that.
This creature is not long for this world.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to just drown the thing.
Drown on the lock coming right now?
Yeah.
He's going to draw some cards
first. He's going to draw 3 cards. Yeah. Okay, count. I thought he was passing. About to have a heart attack. Yes, count first. Looks like it should be.
I think he's just short.
Is he just short?
I counted 18. I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. Nope, it was 18.
Ooh, I would have went ahead and saved that. 18? You're so close.
Yeah, it is a little concerning.
You're so close. Why would you... You're not like short on cards.
What did he get with the bitch here?
I Thoughtseize.
No, I mean the equipment.
Oh, Crypticoat.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Sure he did.
But he got Thoughtseized. I would have totally saved that Ancestral Recall. Like, next turn you would have had like the most powerful card in the game in your hand.
Yeah, it's... yeah, I mean, he had no way to mill any more cards. I mean, I guess now he does because he fetched and cycled, but...
I know, I get it, I suppose, just digging for action, but...
Yeah,
I'd probably save it. Because, I mean, Drew a Thoughtseize.
Is now a good time to point out that Surgical Extraction and his draw spell or a Nombo?
I mean,
the Surgical Extraction's looking real bad. It'll look good, though. Actually, it won't even look good because he's got Teferi in place, so he can reanimate at will.
Yeah.
Ugh, so bad. All right, more Thoughtseizes. Sure.
Brian, what does he got? He got Solitude in hand. I mean, I'd probably just stick it. If you got a threat, stick it, dude. Play the thought.
That's
or
what
play
you do
the...
here.
No, he can't. He can't play the Solitude. He doesn't have double white. Oh, for shame, Brian.
Does he have any white? Oh, he has one white.
He has one white, not double.
All right, so that's getting taken. Let's. Well, he's pausing. Let's see what he's thinking about. Oh, okay.
We're just gonna see it.
Yeah.
Solitude, Ephemerate.
So there's literally nothing he could do here. He was considering pitching a Solitude to the other Solitude.
Oh, I would feel so good if that happened. If I wasn't him. If my opponent did that, I'd be like, all right.
It's like they played Thoughtseize, and so I discarded all 3 cards in my hand instead of just the one.
I'd feel as good. I've had people on Moto. I had a guy Subtlety. I think I had a guy Subtlety a Thraben Inspector, and I'm just like, what?
Like pitch?
Yeah, like pitch Subtlety a Thraben.
Was his life in danger?
No. No.
It is.
I'm just like,
that guy's just bad.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty bad people. And now we're doing the surgical on that. I don't know. It is. So
Brian,
he's still taking cards out of his library, so there is that.
Brian's theory was correct. He should have just pitched and ephemerate. It would have worked out so much better for him.
It would have. He was thinking.
Now he's got an ephemerate that doesn't do anything. That's fun.
It might, though. Maybe.
If he ever has a creature again, we'll see.
If he ever has a creature again. Well, Tyler's not milling anything right now, so.
Yeah, this Teferi is doing so much work by doing absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah. Tyler just needs to hit a good mill piece here. See, I still, I don't know. I would have saved that draw 3. The draw 1 didn't do you any good.
I'll tell you this right now, though. Brian's clock is just nowhere near fast enough to be able to deal with this deck. Even though I don't think he's like played particularly well.
It's
like
looking that way.
He's not putting any pressure on.
Yeah.
Now, a coat could definitely change that math.
Yeah. Does he have the coat?
I almost called it a cloak. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he's got a Satoru. And a pass. And that's a Thoughtseize. And that's a come to play tap land. Alright, we're gonna see what you got in hand.
Let's do it again. Just keep doing it.
Okay.
If I'm reading my guy.
So he's gonna take a troll. Alright.
What was the point of that, you think?
Does it draw? He might draw a card off
he gets
himself.
to draw a card? Sure.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I get to do it again. Draw a card. Ooh.
What the fuck is that?
That is Drown in the Lock.
Oh, okay.
I know because I have that art and it is.
No, you can't do it instant speed. It's to fairy. What are you doing?
He's not doing it. No, he's not doing it instant speed.
He's not?
No.
Okay.
No.
I would let it resolve and then... Okay, because this was on his turn.
That was all during his turn.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Fuck. Let's keep this going. Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. Now we have the
surgical
clock.
extraction in hand. Oh, that's so bad. Okay.
I'm not sure what he has in hand.
He had a surgical extraction at one point. I don't think he spent it.
He spent it on a Solitude.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Yeah. I don't think he has anything in hand now.
Not that he had anything to say about this with Teferi in play, but
well, he's pretty boned now. So 5 menace, 7 menace attacking.
I mean, it's crazy how few.
Oh. Well.
Is that what I think it is?
It's a bridge.
Oh, it's bridge.
Oh.
Wait, what just happened?
I don't know what happened. He wasn't gonna die yet at bridge. It's weird.
I'm gonna see.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, we're gonna find out what that's all about. There's a quick concession. See what kind of sideboards we can see here.
It all makes so much sense.
What was that?
So he played in Snaring Bridge, but then immediately realized that he could just bounce it with Teferi.
Oh,
So
sure.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always forget about the Teferi.
yeah,
It just sits there.
yeah.
Just sits there.
Sits there and does absolutely nothing except make the game unusual.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think about that either. As I'm sitting there staring at this Teferi that we all know and play all the time. You just forget about so many elements and angles of that card. All right, well.
At first, I thought it was the artifact that, like, whenever you untap, you mill that many cards for everything.
Oh, that thing?
And, like, why aren't they playing that card anymore? Because that card's fucking obnoxious.
So nobody plays that card, and it is weird because that card is pretty...
I think it was... I always thought it was, like, the scariest mill card. Like, when they resolved that, if I didn't have an answer, I'm just going to die. Right?
Yeah. Oh, Mesmericorp? Yeah. Yeah, no, Mesmericorp for sure. He might just not have them. They are, like...
Are they still pricey?
I think they're the only mill card... I think it's the only mill card that's pricey. At this point, because it's never been reprinted except for like maybe once. Man, me and Isaiah were looking at reprints the other day. Some Swords to Plowshare has been reprinted like 80 some times. Path is like at 70 some. Soul Rings at like 90 or something.
Counter spells probably up there. Oh, dude,
it's crazy.
I got it right here. You know, I bet the winner is
the winner is Soul Ring, technically.
I don't know. I think I got one beat.
Yeah.
Giant Growth.
Giant Growth?
Giant Growth will give you a run for your money there.
Yeah. No, I think he looked, and I think the technical winner was Soul Ring. Because every set prints Commander decks.
Yeah.
And they print Soul Ring in every single Commander deck now. So Giant Growth is probably pretty high up there, I'd have to imagine.
All right. Sorry, we're taking a break from the...
All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that it?
I think that's it, yeah. That's it.
So what'd you say, Soul Ring?
Soul Ring, I think, is number 1, and then Swords is second to that.
All right, so you heard it here, Soul Ring. Most printed card. It's in like every set. It's crazy because well, I guess like you said, they put it in every commander.
They put it in every commander deck. So I think really, at the end of the day, Soul Ring will always be the most reprinted card.
I also looked up Evolving Wilds.
Yeah.
It was more than Giant Growth, but not quite there. But that's
right.
That's another good one.
Yep.
I'm sure there's another one that I'm not thinking of that's just in like fucking everything.
Well, so the goofy thing now with reprints too is secret layers. Like that adds a lot of numbers to things.
Yeah.
Like there's probably honestly like 5 or so secret layer reprints of Path and Swords by this point.
Yeah.
You know, like shit's crazy. Shit's all over the place. All right, so Tyler's on the play. If he's got a crab hand on turn 1, I think he's not in bad shape.
Just because I'm curious. Wow, not that many.
Not that many. The old counterspell. Man, the new Goblin token
My
looks
Giant
so
Growth
good.
was a good try, though.
It was. No, you would think it'd be reprinted more than it is, really.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like a no-brainer to put in a set.
Crab? All right. He's got the turn 1 crab.
Well,
That's a big
game
deal.
over for Brian.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
Is he going to 2-for-1 himself to exile this thing now, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of worth it.
Oh,
this
do,
match.
do we have the other half? Do we have the thing?
Oh, he's got 2 crabs.
Is it
Oh shit!
No traps.
No traps, but he's got 2 crab hand. That's pretty damn.
Does he have
too.
a fetch land?
He's got a Field of Ruin.
Fetch land would be sweet.
Yeah. The crab hands, man. That's what you want when you're a mill player, to lead with crabs. And he's just
these
like,
mill players love these surveil lands.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably going to keep it on
You're gonna
top, whatever
fetch
it is.
And mill a card?
Yeah, you should have got a Triome.
There's just literally no reason to bet it because that card is not going to stay on top of your library. Yeah. Let's look at what card's about to get milled is really what you're saying.
All right. Here's the other crab. Here's an island. Mill 6. All right. Coat down. Solitude down. Grief down. All right. 2 griefs out of the equation. You have a follow-up.
I never played this mill deck. I bet we should do that one night.
That would be fun, actually.
Like just get drunk and just play the mill deck
I've got
on Moto.
I've got ideas, man, about it. Like it's a really like you got to play it like Burn and look at it like Burn. It's got to it is pretty like
you got to keep better hands than what he kept in game 1. The hand that doesn't mill anybody at all, like where it's just like you're just the world's worst control deck. That's not where you want to be. I can kill your first 2 creatures, but outside of that, I don't know what. Okay,
you got to treat this shit like Burn. Well,
so
which 0 power thing do you want to exile?
So this has a -1 counter on it, right?
It does. It does. It is a 2/1. Yeah, good choice on the 0-3 crab versus the 0-2 crab. That would have been embarrassing. Surveil, trigger. I don't know if that was, but he was very quick to keep it. He seems like he has a lot of lands.
Yeah, I mean, lands equal wins for him right now, I think is what he's thinking.
Umezawa? He's got a bridge in his hand.
Sure.
It's the cycle thing again. Mill 3. Or mill 4.
Why is it? Oh, yeah, it's
mill 4 when you cycle, yeah. Gonna lead with another crab here.
Yeah, crab plus, man, if it's a fetch land.
He's got a field in hand, so. Okay, uh-oh. Oh, that's annoying.
Wait, what is this in response to?
With the second crab on the stack.
Okay.
Second crab on the stack, so he's only going to mill 3. Did he mill the 3 already? He's getting to it. Mill 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, if he had a fatal push, that'd be sweet. I don't think he does, though. He's just got to drown on the lock.
He plays white cards, not black ones.
Drown the Solitude. That's a good idea. And Ephemerate fucking up your day. Well, okay, I think Tyler's out of this now. I don't know. I'm just going to say that. I think this is pretty well wrapped up here. He's not attacking the Solitude, but man, that's a lot of value.
Oh man,
for him to have lost.
Does he not have archive traps?
I don't think he does, but he should, because they're like just got printed and they're like dirt cheap now.
They are. You should have archive traps.
Everything in the newspaper print is like stupid cheap. I know he picked up a couple
I actually got a price check on Mana Drain when I came in because I'm just curious. Like I've been studying the set and I just wanted to know if I because I'm not going to draft that card in League because
Right.
it's trash in the
Yeah,
set.
yeah.
But like, how
If
much
it's
money am I
valuable.
throwing down the
Yeah,
drain
yeah,
by passing
right.
that? He told me $30. I'm like, okay. If it was 80, it's like, fuck, I probably got to.
Yeah.
I just got to pick that card.
Now, I would say a card like Mana Drain will get higher in value after the shit's out of print.
No, it will. It will.
You know, but I don't know if it'll hit 80 or not, though. That's the difference. All right, so Brian does not have a crazy clock right now, but Tyler has lost a lot
Life
of
gain
value.
means absolutely zero.
Means nothing here. Yeah, it means literally.
And you could argue that card draw on his thing is maybe why are we doing this now?
So he should have done that in response to the Solitude, if I'm right. So he could have milled cards.
To do it, did he?
Yeah, this is still at the end of Brian's turn. He totally did.
All right, well.
Or I'm pretty sure he did.
It could be anything.
If he just passes back to Brian and it's Brian's turn,
This is
then I'm
game 2,
wrong.
right?
Yes.
Brian's up a game?
Yeah, Brian's up a game. All right. Well, yeah, it went right back to Brian.
I gotta say, man,
must have been wrong.
This little brew he's got together here. Well, I guess it's Aspiring Spikes brew.
Most likely.
It's what I heard.
Everybody's aspiring spikes.
It's a Drowning
Rock. Get this.
Wow, the patience here. The patience to not drown in response to like letting him draw the card.
Yeah.
I dig it. I'm a fan.
All right.
I just wish he had more.
What do we got? What do we got?
Is this
fuck
the
is
crypt?
that?
I think it's the crypt thing where you exile all creatures from a
Crypt
graveyard.
Incursion only cost 2, I thought.
I think it's 3. I'm pretty sure it's
is it
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Crypt Incursion. He's gonna.
Yeah, it is. It is.
He's gonna exile all the creatures from his graveyard, and he's gonna gain 3 life, I think, for each one of those.
For each one, yeah.
Which it just buys him a lot of time.
Shit ton of time.
For Brian, who's just gotten like no pressure.
He's got a little bit of pressure, but not enough now.
No, like so. Yeah, so he's currently on an 8-turn clock. A lot can happen to your library in 8 turns.
Yeah, he might draw into his traps. He's got to have some traps. I know he's got some traps. He might have a playset. Oh. Huh? There's that.
Gonna bounce it. Oh, he's just gonna bounce.
He's just drawing a card. I mean, he knows he's not getting it removed, so I do the same thing. There's no damage happening to it, so.
I don't know if he was thinking about bouncing a thing to deal with future crabs. I mean, the damage is important.
Yeah. Oh, he drew a ley line, I think.
Ugh, that's the worst. Okay, well, this is gonna buy him a lot of turns.
Yeah, he does have a few turns.
I don't know how many cards he has in hand.
2?
Okay, so
Or
the
maybe
menace
3.
guy can still attack. Okay, so everything can still
2.
2. Okay,
He's
so
got
one
2
guy can
cards.
still attack, but it does slow the thing down. And
It does.
It's going to take him 2 turns to take the Jace up far enough to bounce this.
Yeah, that ley line is looking real bad.
Oh yeah, it always does. It's
They
a
always
trash
do.
card.
They always
I don't even know
do,
why.
dude.
Like, what would possess you to bring it in?
Because he was playing persist, but you already have
Yeah.
surgicals for that.
You already,
so
you already have surgicals. You already have drown in the lock. You have so many things.
Yeah, that's not good. Tyler, don't bring that in again.
I don't think you can board very many cards in when you're playing this deck.
No, it's like burn, dude. This deck is like burn. You
Yeah.
have to treat it like burn.
Yeah.
You do your thing. You only do the thing you do. The
problem is Tyler lost game 1, and this deck doesn't lose game 1 very often. So
No, that's true.
So he's kind of
That's
playing
true.
from behind in that aspect. What is
The
this?
fuck is that?
That's some kind of mill card. Mill.
I don't know. What's that card?
Is it like the mill 10?
Ah, thank you. 'Tis Glimpse. Mill 10.
Mill 10. Okay.
And drown and murder the Solitude? Or murder the guy? Probably should have murdered Solitude. Really.
Well, he can't attack right now.
No, but like, yeah. Unless you're Teferi.
Why the fuck didn't the Black Leyland exile upon entry? Like,
It's
like,
fucked up. Yeah, that's what makes that card unplayable.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad. It's playable in like Legacy in like a format where it's so fast that if you just don't have it, you die.
To me, I feel like that card is like a main board ley line. Like you like start with it. Like I wouldn't. It's so bad as a sideboard card. It eats up so much of your sideboard.
Yeah, but
and
like you're not gonna main deck a ley line. That's so like it's so bad. And he played it out.
I mean, you may as well.
It doesn't do anything.
No,
really.
It doesn't do anything in your hand though, so it's better than being in your hand.
I guess that's true. I mean, he can only reanimate one creature now, so that's a thing. It doesn't actually exile. It doesn't actually do anything, Brian.
No. You think it does, but it doesn't.
Yeah. You would think so, but it's actually way worse than you think.
Yeah. It's actually awful.
No, it's like so bad.
It's pretty bad, dude. Pretty bad. Anything that doesn't do anything on ETB is just like the worst card in the world at this point. If your card has to wait any amount of time, like, no, it's not good. You shouldn't play it.
Yeah, might as well. I'll take that sour now.
Okay.
Where's that? This is only round 2? Jesus.
I know. Yeah, maybe we should. I don't know.
Settle down on the.
I'm not good at that. All right, so nice and terse.
I've been very chill on this stuff, on the sauce lately.
On the sauce. I have been, but I've been exercising and shit, and so like
what are you doing?
Just simple. Like I've just started like simple like what would be the word, calisthenics? Push-ups, shit like that. Every day, you know, like simple stuff. All right, we got drown and we got something else. What's you got? Another glimpse. I mean, yeah, it's 10 fucking cards.
One of my favorite athletes ever, John, was this dude named Herschel Walker, and he didn't lift weights. If you saw the dude, he's like one of the biggest motherfuckers you've ever seen.
Right.
Never lifted weights in his life. He like ever since he was like 7 years old, he does 3,000 push-ups and 1,500 or 3,000 sit-ups and 1,500 push-ups every day. His dad got him on it when he was a kid.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, 3,000 push-ups and 1,500.
But that's
3,000 sit-ups, 1,500 push-ups every day. He's the biggest motherfucker I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
And the thing is, you can regiment that.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, okay, I do 200 when I wake up, and then I do 200 after breakfast. Like,
for sure,
it's pretty easy to like get there.
Yeah. No, that's nuts. Yeah.
I've been like in his 60s now, and he still does it. He's like more fit than like anybody.
Jacked as fuck, yeah. No, I've been eating a lot better and started to do some simple stuff because that's all. I think that's all you really need is simple stuff. If you're not trying to if you're trying to be healthy, you just need simple stuff.
Yeah.
If you're trying to look a certain way, then that's whatever. But I don't give a fuck about.
You gotta work. You gotta work. You want the model body. You gotta work for that.
Yeah, fuck that. I just want to not die in bad situations.
Yeah, that's a good place to be. Get yourself in the position to not die.
Yeah. Be able to run and lift.
Wow.
That's all you need. All right. So we're just waiting to see who. I don't know. I feel like Tyler's in pretty good shape here. Because Brian doesn't look like he has much of a library left, and you still got 29 life on Tyler's side.
Yeah.
Brian can attack.
Tyler took his entire turn off to play a Graveyard Hades card on turn whatever this was, and
you should take
Brian
that out.
Untapped and reanimated something. That's
reanimated something that can't attack.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
but next turn he'll be able to.
Oh no, he can bounce it right now. I think.
Okay, he just has to give up to Fairy, and that seems
do it
like a thing that you might want to do.
You should do it. Tyler could probably still just mill you out, maybe, but I mean, I'm
surprised that this mill deck hasn't adopted Shieldred's Edict because Shieldred's Edict would have been good for him.
Oh yeah,
in both of these games.
Yeah, Bounce that. Okay, he's got a drone lock in hand, so he's killing something.
Wait, this is bad though, right? Because you just attack, get in 3. This doesn't do anything. He just gets to replay his.
It really doesn't do much.
Unless you got another Teferi, I
He's
guess.
probably got an Ephemerate in hand. Tyler's gonna get to kill something.
Ephemerate's not gonna do shit against him replaying. Oh, he showed me the hand.
Oh,
Let's
he's
get over
gonna
there.
do it too. Nope.
Okay.
Tyler says, "Drown in the lock." Nuka.
Get out of here, bitch! That's what he said.
Yeah. Sounds like Tyler.
All right, and Jesus. And then we're just gonna untap and play the same boring ensnaring. Ensnaring Bridge is not as good as it used to be. It used to be just like it would just end games.
It's perfectly exactly what it is here. So play that motherfucker. Yep. Play. That's a land, right? Like play your.
No, he's saving it for a crab.
I would just play it. I mean,
I don't think you need
have
5 lands
to.
in this deck though for anything.
No. It's fair enough.
And as long as you don't have like 1 power creatures on the battlefield, I think it's
and that's not the
fine.
case right here. No,
Yeah.
it's a perfectly fine thing to do. Yeah, it is.
And you're at a high enough life total. Like you can deal with a couple.
I mean, it
2/2s
doesn't.
coming at you.
I think Brian might have like 4 cards left in his deck. It really looks like 4.
I feel like this is going to game 3.
I think this is going to game 3. I think Tyler's going to get here.
He just needs that cycle card.
He really needs us to see any mill card. Tyler, you should take these ley lines out of your deck.
Yeah, so
Okay,
bad
I
here.
think that's a concession from Brian.
When you play your graveyard hate card and then the next turn your opponent reanimates something, that should tell you that your
Just
graveyard
don't-
hate card is
just
no good.
Don't play that thing.
No boy, no.
You could just play that guy. If you really need graveyard hate, you can play that guy.
Douthie Voidwalker,
Yeah.
Douthie Voidwalker in a mill deck could be kind of gross. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah, exactly. Let me maybe have your best card.
That's
that
my-
sounds cool.
I play a lot of blue-black control, and for the last like ever since Douthie Voidwalker is printed, my sideboard plan has been against Amulet Titan. I'm gonna play Douthie Voidwalker and then Thought Seize your Titan and beat you with Titan. That is my game plan against Titan.
Yep. Dude, Voidwalker's a hell of a card. He was one of the best cards. That, Dress Down. There's a handful of real bangers that are just good, fair cards from MH2 that I think are just like super, super positive. He's one of them, for sure.
All right, a little deck reshaping going on by Brian here. Tyler's ready to go. They're being pretty casual for a couple guys that only have 11 minutes left.
Should probably tell them that.
Yeah. They can look. I'm sure there's a clock somewhere in the room.
There is. I mean, maybe. We assume so.
If Joel was here, he'd be like, "The fuck? I know what you're going for. Try to get that draw out of me."
Oh, that guy. That guy.
Disappeared.
He did.
I think he was murdered by Nigerian gangsters, is what I think.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's doing the thing.
This is okay. This
Still
is going to
think
be.
he should have taken it out, but hey, at least you're doing it now.
It's going to get bounced by Teferi.
Probably. Probably.
It seems like a play that could be made.
This thing doesn't do anything. Thankfully, you have a turn. Oh, you don't have a turn 1 crab. You have a turn 1 surveil land.
Is it fair to say these surveil lands are a little overplayed at this point?
They have been.
Like I don't think that they should be.
really like them.
In this deck, I don't want this.
No.
I want Dark Slick Shores.
Yeah,
I want like fucking fast man.
You're not doing surveillance. This is the wrong deck for it. This is a
100%.
prime example.
Yeah.
They are great. I think they are great. Not for this deck. You're not going to play one in burn, right? You're not going to play the white red one in burn.
I will
This
not.
is burn.
I
This
will
is a
not play it in
burn
burn.
deck. This is a burn deck. You have to think about mill like a fucking burn deck. It's not a control deck. It's not anything else. It's a fucking
It's kind of a
burn deck.
control. It's kind of a tempo deck, I guess.
Tempo is much more accurate, but even in
It's
tempo,
just oh,
got him.
Oh,
Got
get
him.
fucked.
Even in tempo, though, you don't want to play a tap land. Tempo is still fast.
3,
You're not going to play a tap land.
4, 5, 6. He's doing this the slowest way possible. Jesus Christ, man! This is the Sesame Street counting system. A 1 sheep jump over the fence. A 2 sheep jump over the fence.
All right. Yeah, 13.
All right. Is that you? Speaking of, dude, I was just talking about you.
We are us. Is what we are.
Yeah, man. Things are going.
Washington Mill. All right, so that's a much better start for Tyler Goshert.
We just saw some peacocking in this match, and I was telling people you wouldn't stand for it.
All right, so yeah, I feel like God, he has an island in hand. I wonder if he chose to surveil over playing his island. Because that's just, you want to lead with crabs, man. You got to lead with crabs. If you're playing mill, you got to lead with crabs.
Yeah, man. Coming to play Tapland is going to haunt him till the end of his days.
Because he could be milled 16.
It could.
I think. He didn't draw a fucking land, so that island was sitting in his hand for sure. Uh-oh. What do we got? Yes, this guy has not done much this match, except made it easier to mill you. All right, so we just drew the cycler thing. Here's a crab. Are we going to see a pit solitude? We might. Landfall trigger.
Oh,
Nope.
man.
No,
No
no
fetch
pit
land. Did he
solitude.
not have a fetch land? He needs more fetch lands. Does he just not own a lot of fetch lands?
We have not seen any of the new Jace get any play yet. Which,
Yeah,
surprisingly,
no.
because one of the guys that plays here a lot had like a giant boner for it, but he has not played it yet.
Who's that?
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry has a boner
Loved
for it?
the shit out of the new Jace, yeah.
Well, when the spoiler season happened, not when it like.
Yeah, not after it
Yeah,
actually.
he's totally that guy.
Not after it came in play. I think it's like, it's 2-man looter. Like, I can get behind 2-man looters, but
We're seeing the Satoru though.
first time. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen more of Satoru. This is the first time seeing him. Well, I mean, we haven't gotten to do
Yeah, speaking
stuff
of
in a
which,
while. Hey, got a grief.
he's saying,
It's gonna
"Hold
draw
up,
him some cards.
hold up. What's
Wait
he?
a minute.
Have you exiled the card yet?
Yeah, I don't see one.
What was exiled to the grief?
Persist. Okay. Yeah, exile persist. Or he's persisting grief.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
It's hard to tell because he didn't have a graveyard.
Yeah, we're good. We gotcha. Now, does V had a good article on it?
No, I have not read that. Is it good? I didn't know it was good.
He's an interesting card. I don't know if he's
It
good.
like loots and then like
He lets you plot
plot
thing.
things.
Yeah. He's an interesting card.
Was it just plot any card?
See him C3 or less? I think,
Okay.
specifically.
Interesting. So you can plot like ancestral vision.
Yeah.
That's what people are doing. I bet-
Probably,
yeah.
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 No, he's an interesting card. But the thing
I'm a
is,
fan
though,
of anything that allows me to play
the
ancestral
thing is,
vision.
though, that Jace cannot be played until your 4th turn.
Yeah, that's fine. And then
So-
on your 5th turn, I'm drawing 3 cards. Aha!
I mean, yeah.
Maybe 6 because I probably suspended one on turn 1.
Plotting the Narset combo. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, he's interesting. All right. Tyler looks like he's missing some land drops, which is Or no, he's got a land in hand, so not quite back to his turn yet. Okay, no, he's missed the land drop for sure.
It never ceases to amaze me. Like Brian is like so mechanical. Like I'm gonna tap. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I tapped a fetch land. Like I'm sure Urborg
You know
was
what?
in play.
I appreciate maintaining the game state. So that's all right by me. What's Jerry been on since he's been out of? No, I mean he's Jerry's not out of living in viability.
Oh yeah, he still maintains it's the best deck.
Jerry has actually been just playing
Plays it all the time.
Cascade stuff. And when Cascade got worse, he kept playing Cascade.
Yeah. Yeah. The worst part is when you're here, you have to listen to how great Living End is.
Yeah.
And like anybody who objects, you have to listen to why that person is wrong.
So I have played several times against like the Delirium Cascade Living End thing with a 3-1 guy from MH2.
No idea what you're talking about, but okay.
Oh,
Continue.
it's a 3-1 guy. We had a conversation so many times about how bad the card is because he's like, he only cascades if you have Delirium, right? So they build this like wacky Living End deck.
So your graveyard hate doesn't need to be
That's
as
the
good.
only Living End deck I played against, and it's fucking atrocious. It's awful. Awful. Icarid? No, that's not a modern thing. Could be, though. MH3. That'd actually be kind of cool.
Yeah, Icarid?
Icarid in MH3? Ooh. That'd be fun. I love that card. All right.
I want Blue Elemental Blast is what I want.
I want them to finish the cycle and put it in modern. I want white. I want green. I want all of it.
That'll shut down Domain if you can remove all their permanents for 1 mana.
That's what I wanted out of MH3 when it was announced. I'm like, give me some like 1994 hate shit. Like I want some nasty shit. Just like fuck a color. I want a card that says fuck this color.
Well, they tried it. They did it with the Winter Moon thing. Like I think that card's interesting.
That's a fun. No, they're
that
doing
card
some
can
good
hose
throwbacks.
that deck. You know.
Yeah.
Like, they do play mostly non-basics.
The entire format is basically playing just non-basics. So. All right.
Fish are coming though, man.
Fish are actually going to be scary. Here's the mill. I don't remember.
Oh, so
how
this
many
is until you hit a total CMC.
No. That's not Tasha's.
Right?
That's the cycler. I think it mills 10 when you cast it.
Oh.
It's not Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Tasha's Hideous Laughter got worse because everybody's playing Scion of Dracos and Leylines.
What is this card? I don't even know what to... Dude, all these
It's from
mill cards
It's from MH2.
Every mill card is the same to me.
They're mostly the same.
It's all just Tome Scour.
Count it in front of the camera, Tyler. Damn it. We want to know too. He didn't. It wasn't very long, so I don't think there's very many cards there.
He was just showing him a card, like, just so you know, I've got this card.
Where...
Maybe it was show me a mill card and I will concede. Did Tyler win? I think Tyler won. Tyler, did you win?
What happened?
I scooped.
Okay, Tyler scooped.
Tyler scooped. All right.
Didn't seem like the most scoopable position.
So Brian is just spending this whole night at the feature match table, apparently.
I'm really curious why that was so scoopable because they were both at 13 and Brian had one dude in play. Why was that?
I don't know.
Why was that a scoop?
I don't know.
We're gonna find out and be back momentarily.
That's what we're gonna do.
Stay tuned.